point.
Welcome to Chopstick Travel. I'm Luke Martin and today I'm in Oman. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you two of Oman's most famous foods and how they're made. Starting off at this factory behind me, I'm going to be showing you halwa, which is Oman's most famous dessert. They're making it in a very traditional way here. And then later on this evening, I'm going to show you how shuwa is made, which is a meat cooked underground. And then also I'm going to show you some of the beautiful countryside of Oman. It's going to be a great episode, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. Let's go see how they're making the halwa. He has a huge copper pot that he's making the halwa in. There's a couple ingredients that have already been added. There's egg, starch, water, and cane sugar. And this needs to keep getting stirred and stirred and stirred for about 2 or 3 hours to thicken it up and reduce it before adding in more of the flavoring. And it's copper so that it doesn't stick. It doesn't work well with steel. So it's going to be cooking away for at least 2 to 3 hours. Can I try it? It's really thin right now, but when it's done, it's going to be super thick. And this pot is huge. You can see that even this is made out of copper at the end here. One thing that this place is doing that is very traditional is they're not using gas at all. It's all wood fire. So they've got a wood fire underneath here. There's the wood, and that's what's cooking the halwa. So adds more flavor, makes the flavor even better. So I'm just with Osama from OOT Travels and Tourism, and this is the owner of the factory as well. You were just telling me that the wood that they're using here is a special type of wood.
Mr. Yaqub used this type of wood because 2 reasons actually. The first one is because it won't affect, when they burn it, it won't affect the taste of the halwa. And the second reason is because it won't make a smoke.
The government here in Oman has actually made it illegal if you cut down the tree.
Yeah, it's like 500 Omani riyals.
500 Omani riyals. So you have to actually salvage it from the wadis when it dries up the rivers, and it kind of flushes down the wood. So he's got special people whose specific job is just to go look for this type of wood.
Yep. Mr. Yaqub have his own people actually.
So after about 2 or 3 hours of cooking down, this is when it starts to look like it's really thickened up and reduced. And now is the time we're gonna start adding in the ingredients. So there's a couple ingredients here. This one here is rose water mixed with saffron. Back here is some more rose water. This is ghee, so like animal oil, animal fat, and then cardamom powder. So these ingredients, and then a ton of walnuts as well. It's thickened up a lot. It's starting to look like molasses, bubbling hot. All right, in with the crushed walnuts. I guess I'm making today's batch of halwa. So, tons and tons of walnuts. Gonna add a little bit of a crunch, give it some texture. Oh yeah, keep them coming. All the nuts? Yeah. Okay. So in with the rest of the ingredients next, I guess. You can see just how thick it's starting to get. Super thick. Okay, the owner is sitting down with me now, and we've started adding, well, a couple more nuts, I guess, and he's got the cardamom powder here. This is the cardamom powder going in. So in with the cardamom powder. That is a lot of cardamom. I gotta stir faster. And we've got the ghee going in at the same time. And whoa, that just completely transformed the smell. It's like perfume and the ghee. Now we're going in with the rose water. Look at the color of that. Beautiful red rose water going in. Oh man, this is starting to smell incredible. And this is the rose water with the saffron, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe that was the one before this. Saffron water mixed with rose water. And that is just going to give it a ton of flavor. so cool. That completely transformed the smell. It is very pungent. So they've been doing this for, he's the second generation in his family, over 50 years this shop, and he's gonna hand it down to his son, and they're gonna keep making halwa in the traditional way using a wood fire and all those ingredients. You were telling me the rose water is particularly famous?
From the Green Mountain, especially from the Jebel Ahmar. Only there you can find it.
From Green Mountain, really high quality, I guess.
Yeah.
Rose water. So this is finished. They're gonna start taking it out now?
Yeah, they're gonna bring it up.
All right, let's do it.
Finished.
So finally it's time to taste it. They put a little bit of saffron on at the end, right? And some walnuts as well. And this is the fresh, smoking hot halwa. It's the best way to have it, huh? Should we dig in?
Good.
Okay.
Bil Afia, we say here.
What is it?
Bil Afia. It's
Bil
basically-
Afia.
Basically, bon appetit.
Oh,
in
bon
Arabic.
appetit in Arabic. Wow, look at that. Crazy texture.
Yeah, right?
Let's try. Don't burn yourself. The rose water in there is amazing.
You're tasting something that you made from your own hand.
I only did a little part of it.
I mean, I saw you, you were like moving like crazy.
That's delicious though. It's super creamy when it's hot. I imagine once it cools down, it gets a lot thicker and more dense. But you can taste the saffron in there, and you can taste the rose water.
I know, right? The halwa is made especially like, it's like when we give, like when we have an Eid, or
yeah.
when we have a guest, it's actually like something that you need to present it. It comes with the Omani coffee as well.
Oh, with coffee, yeah. This is like what they used to, after it cooled off the halwa, they'd put it in here like 70 years ago.
Yeah,
This is what they would use. Yeah, it's made out of palm leaves. So it's like a traditional bowl before plastic bowls were here in Oman, I guess.
The old generation, they used to care about the environment and the footprint.
Right.
But nowadays, like, see what happened. Like, they use
We don't
plastic
care at
and
all. I
stuff,
don't.
yeah?
We got plastic spoons, yeah.
Yeah.
But the flavor hasn't changed.
The flavor is still the same.
Yeah.
That was such a cool experience seeing how they make it from scratch, and delicious halwa. So we're gonna go check out a village that is apparently pretty picturesque, traditional Omani village now. Okay, we've made it to the village. This is almost like an abandoned village. It's called Burkat El Muz. We're just climbing up to the top. There's supposed to be a nice view up here, and it's all crumbling, but really cool. This is a traditional Omani village. Oh yeah, I think the view's gonna be nice. Let's keep going. Okay, made it up to the top, and there is an incredible view. You can see all kinds of date palms, and you can see that all the little buildings have lost their roofs because originally they would use the palm leaves as their roofs. So this village is hundreds of years old. Nice breeze. Actually, the weather's not too crazy here. It's probably 30 degrees, but because there's like no humidity at all, it's actually manageable. You can see that all the buildings here were made out of mud, and they look like they've used a little bit of like hay in there to hold it all together. Very traditional. You won't find anything like this in Dubai. So if you want to see something real like this, you gotta come to Oman. There's a little canal here. It's called a falaj, and it's basically the lifeblood of everyone here in the desert. They built these kind of canals to feed them to the farmers and into the cities, into your home, everything. And the water is pretty hot, to be honest. So luckily for us, at the bottom of the hill, there is a nice cafe. It's a really nice cafe. Got a latte, cooling off. AC in here, so it's really good. That was such a cool little village, but I have really built up an appetite, and we've come back to Muscat, and I've come straight to this restaurant behind me called Rozna Restaurant, and they're famous for their Shuwa, which is Oman's national dish. It's the most popular dish here. So we're gonna see how they prepare it and cook it in a traditional way, and of course we're gonna taste it for ourselves. This looks like a really cool restaurant, so let's go take a look inside. So Rozna Restaurant is built as if it is an old fort, but it's actually a new restaurant. They have a big open dining area, but then they also have private rooms. We've got ourselves a private room, but I think we're gonna head back into the kitchen to see how they're preparing and getting ready to cook the famous Shuwa.
This is the banana leaves. We need to prepare it for the customers. We put pieces here.
Right.
And cover it. It's going for the customer piece by piece. This is the spicy. Look, it's liquid spicy. Chili flakes, black pepper, ginger, a lot of garlic. Okay. Also, Omani spices from cardamom, from corianders, maybe 6 types of spicy. The liquid of this is not a water. This is Omani dates vinegar.
Omani date vinegar.
Vinegar, yes. If you don't make the vinegar, it does not give you the traditional taste. Banana leaves here, like this, and put 2 pieces of this for 1 person. It's like 500 grams, and we make massage for the meat. Okay, to put every single point of the pieces in spices going inside. Also, after you make the massage for full of the spicy and mutton, you'll do like that. You will cover it. Okay. Cover. Okay. Full. Let me put it here. Okay. Massage again.
So can you do Shuwa with other meat or only with mutton?
No, they will do also with the beef.
With beef.
Actually, this type of dish, Omani dish, is we make it specially for Eid, Hajj Eid and Ramadan Eid.
So we saw how they just spice up the Shuwa meat. It's sheep. You can also use different types of meat, but there are a lot of ingredients in the spice blend. And one interesting ingredient is the date vinegar, which I've never heard of being used ever before. So now we're gonna see how they put it underground to cook it.
The Nor is here.
With the pit?
The fire. Okay.
Yeah. So how long does it cook for?
We normally it's taking from 1 to 3 days.
1 to 3 days. Wow.
Yeah, but we have put it for 18 hours.
18 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's slow cooked.
You use a wood fire?
Yeah, wood fire.
Wood fire. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is all full of Shuwa here?
All Shuwa
This
here.
is all Shuwa here?
Yes.
Okay, so how many pieces in there?
Maybe this one. كم ذبيحة هذا? Maybe 12
12
whole
Shuwa?
muttons.
12 whole sheep,
Whole,
yeah?
whole sheep,
Oh,
yeah.
wow, okay.
Whole.
So they've got a pit here with wood fire in the bottom. It's already really, really hot. And then the Shuwa has been all spiced up. You can see it kind of dripping here and you smell it. It smells really good. There's 12, you said 12 whole sheep in here.
Yes.
About, and it's wrapped up in a burlap sack.
Because we have tomorrow a big party.
You have a big party tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a holiday weekend here in Oman. So
Yeah.
lots of customers tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna put this inside now?
We will put it in.
Okay, let's see. So that was about around 200 kgs, I think. Super heavy. 4 of the guys lowered it down into the pit, and then as soon as it's in there, cover it up so no oxygen. It completely seals it off. A little bit of dirt to kind of fill in the cracks, so it's completely sealed in. Keep that flavor and that smoke.
18 hours.
18 hours like that?
Yes.
Okay.
18 hours.
Luckily for me, they already have plenty of Shuwa already cooked from yesterday's batch, so it's time to go try the famous Omani Shuwa. All right, we've got our little private room. I'm back with Ahmed. This is Rozna Restaurant, such a beautiful place.
It is a beautiful place. It's actually one of the best traditional restaurants that we have here in Oman. It's made in a fort. It's a huge restaurant. The food they serve is extremely good, extremely traditional.
All right.
I'm looking forward to you having some of that.
What do we got here?
It's a Luban lemonade.
Luban lemonade, so frankincense.
Frankincense.
Lemonade, that's
Yeah, dude.
really unique.
Well, you tasted it at the souk, right?
Right, yeah, but I didn't have it in the drink form. I just had the dry, like, sap, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can smell it.
You
It's
can
like
smell it.
menthol or something. Wow, it's like minty.
It's minty.
Very
yeah.
fresh, but not sour. There's not a whole lot of lemonade going on in there. It's
Yeah.
mostly just frankincense.
I think it's ginger, a lot of ginger as well.
All right, what do we got here? This is
Dude,
the
that's the
Shuwa,
Shuwa, yeah.
Still
Yeah.
in the leaves.
Yeah.
Some nice rice with it too. We got all kinds of stuff coming. Sitting on the ground here in the private room, very traditional feeling. We've got all kinds of different dishes on the ground here, but we've got to start up with the Shuwa, so let's open this up.
Alright.
I'll let you do the honors.
Let's go.
Take those banana leaves off, and that beautiful meat on the inside cooked
Look
for
at that.
24 hours. Look at that.
Overnight, dude.
Oh man, that looks incredible. Do we just go right in?
Yep.
All right.
Dig in. Try
I'm gonna
that.
go with my fingers. Oh, that is effortless. Completely falls off the bone. Beautifully spiced up on the outside too. Oh man, my mouth is watering. Let's try. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Wow.
Different experience, right?
So tender. That just falls apart. I can taste cumin in there. It's super smoky too.
Super smoky, and that's because like you put the wood on fire, right? And then you just dump all the meat in there. All the smoke goes right in the meat, man.
I can see why that's the Omani's most famous dish.
Absolutely,
That
man.
is
Love
so,
eating that
so good.
every
Look at
single
this.
day.
Falls off the meat. It is so, so ridiculously tender. And this is perfect just going with your fingers because it doesn't require any effort.
That is true.
Oh, and the spice blend on the outside. It's so complex. Man, that is so good. Okay, definitely #1 Omani dish right there, Shuwa, for
Awesome.
sure.
Nailed it.
So good.
You haven't even tried it with the
I
sauce
know.
and the rice,
We're gonna
man.
try the chutney and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do we get on top of the rice here, Ahmed?
So you got a bit of lentils, fried onions.
And then we've got a chutney
booty
on the
rice.
side here. This is like a tomato with a little bit of chili, some spice in there. Put it right on the rice?
Yep.
Okay. Go in with some of that chutney and then grab a generous piece of Shuwa. Look at how soft it is. So tender. Mix that up. Grab with some rice and try that. Man, that is the best thing I've tasted in Oman for sure, and in a long time. It is so good. The cooking method of that Shuwa just produces the most tender meat ever. And then with that chutney and the rice, it's perfect. I could just eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
Enjoy.
So we've got some other dishes here. What's this one?
So this is masanaf.
Masanaf?
So
Okay.
it's a pastry with some meat in it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then it
it
looks
goes
like
really
a
good with the tamarind sauce.
tamarind sauce? Yeah, that's what I
you
thought.
got it.
So fried, it almost looks like a samosa or something like that,
It's
right?
very similar to
Yeah.
samosa. Even the dough on it, it's samosa dough, but
Oh, there's meat inside of that. Whoa. That is really good too. It is like a samosa on the outside, but then I wasn't expecting this super tender meat on the inside. It's
Look at
almost
that.
like the Shuwa on the inside. You can see it is packed full of meat. And then with that tamarind sauce, a little bit of a tangy kind of sourness to it. Oh, that's good too. Oh, this restaurant's good. Really good.
all these is best for traditional.
Okay, third and final dish that we've ordered today. What is this one?
This is baplo.
Baplo?
Yeah, it's one of the local favorite seafood dish.
Okay, so I could see big chunks of fish in there. Put it on a little bit of rice. That looks like maybe like a swordfish or something like that. Big.
It's a tuna.
It's a tuna. Oh, really? Okay. And then some veggies in there. And go right in with your fingers for this too, right?
You can do that or use a spoon.
Oh yeah.
Be really high,
it's gonna be too hot. I think I'll go with a spoon. Look at the chunk of tuna there. Wow. All right, grab a piece of that with some of the rice. That looks like a beautiful yellow color. Oh, that one's so good too. A little bit sour. There's definitely a lot of turmeric in there.
I need more.
Oh man. It's got a nice kick, sour kick, and the tuna is so soft. Whoa. Wow. This restaurant's just killing it with the traditional Omani dishes. What is the name of this one again?
Baplo.
Baplo. Oh. A little bit sour. I don't know what they put in it. A lemon? Dried lemon?
Dry Omani lemon.
Dried
yes.
Omani lemon. Oh, okay.
Yep.
That gives it such a nice flavor.
That's a kick.
Yeah, love it. Man, that was...
There's a video? Okay.
You thought it was a mixture?
Yeah, dude, I'm like out of it, completely out of it. Had so much food.
Yeah, I'm so stuffed. The nice thing about sitting on the ground like this is you can just go to sleep after you're done, and you even got a private room too.
Exactly. Just close the doors.
Exactly. Well,
Put this on your face.
good night from Oman.
That's it. That's gonna go in the video, I guess.
Ahmed, thank you so much, brother.
Absolutely.
That was an amazing day. If you guys want to experience Oman like you've seen in this trip, you can check out OOT Travels and Tourism.
Absolutely, man. I'm glad you had fun. Looking forward for the next couple of dishes to try.
Yeah, we've got a lot more food to try here in Oman.
Absolutely.
Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're notified, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Chopstick Travel. Bye.